Hey, what's up guys? Back with another video. This is my first deadlift day on the Juggernaut method, and 5 sets of 10 with 265 pounds was the game plan. Similar to squats and bench, I've never intentionally done straight sets of 10 before, so I didn't know what to expect. However, I've done 410 pounds for 10 reps before during an AMRAP set, so because of that I had a little bit more of mental confidence going into this workout than I did with squats or bench. So some of the things I try to focus on during deadlifts, I actually try to be really quiet during the concentric portion. And what I mean by that is if I just shut up for a second and let you guys listen. All right, you listening? Shh, shh, shh. Listen. The only thing that you should really be hearing is the scraping of the bar against my calf sleeves. Which is a great piece of equipment, by the way, that I'll have to get into in another video. But anyways, I pull the slack out of my system and the bar before I initiate the pull, so there's no like jerking or anything. And so by the time I start the pull, my body is already under tension. Even if it's just for a split second, I never really pull from a completely relaxed state and just turn on just like that. It's kind of like the difference between stomping down on the gas pedal versus depressing it quickly and smoothly. And so you never really hear that clinking of the bar as you just if you just jerk the bar up, it kind of has like that clinking sound, and I try to avoid that as much as possible. So I like to pull the bar close to me, and that's what's causing the scraping sound on the calf sleeves. I start with the bar close, and then I try to keep it close the entire time. And I use my lats. I actively use my lats throughout the entire movement, and I kind of just squeeze my armpits as if someone is trying to tickle me, and that's the cue I use to activate my lats. At the same time, I like to think of trying to achieve a giraffe neck, or like a really long neck, trying to maximize the distance between my ears and my traps. And this also helps me pack my lats and also helps me maintain a neutral neck. And where my eyes are, I just like to focus like 3 to 4 feet in front of me on the floor, like 3 to 4 feet in front of me. And when I set up, I try to get my shoulders over the bar as much as possible, and really try to open my hips as much as possible to push the knees out towards the direction, the same direction as my toes. And then I pull myself into the bar. And by doing these three things, it kind of basically automatically sets my hip height, and then I don't really have to worry about that too much. And for the grip, I use the mixed grip, and for each set, I just switch back and forth which side is the underside. And I only focus on getting 2 fingers per hand onto the knurling, and that helps me achieve a straight perpendicular line down to the floor with my arms. And this is the most mechanically efficient position for the arms. It decreases the range of motion quite a bit. If you just imagine using a snatch grip versus the normal grip, you can see every inch of range of motion counts. And by pulling the slack out of the bar and out of my body before I start the pull, I can keep my arms long and straight. And this weight is light, so it doesn't really matter that much. But when it comes to the heavier stuff, it's important to keep especially the supinated or the underhand arm straight and locked out to prevent any bicep injuries. Also, by not jerking the bar up, I feel like it really helps me maintain a neutral spine. I don't yank myself out of position. So that was the AMRAP set there. I aimed for 15. It's important to have a goal in mind when you're doing these AMRAP sets, and I chose 15 based on how the other sets were feeling, and that's what I got. Moving on to high bar squats. These are starting to feel a little bit more natural to me. For me, the weight moved pretty well. This is only 255 pounds for 4 sets of 6. And I find that I can use a higher percentage with squats after deadlifts than I can with deadlifts after squats. And this is why you can't program all the lifts with the same percentages. Everything depends on context. So one thing I remembered about high bar squats is how unstable the bar feels compared to low bar. With high bar, the bar is in contact with only maybe 6 inches or so of your traps, while with low bar, it sits across your entire back. So even with this light weight, you probably saw that the bar bounced quite a bit, and it's a pretty stiff bar too. So anyways, moving on to the third exercise, Romanian deadlifts. By that time, my hands were just killing, so that's why I was shaking them out. And usually on deadlift day, I have to use straps when it comes to barbell rows, so I think that's what I did here. And yeah, nothing too much to say about this. Just 200 pounds for 3 sets of 8, I think. And then, yeah, I'm really trying to stay consistent with incorporating these. I like to call them Campbell rows. On this day, I used 55-pound dumbbells for 3 sets of 10, I believe. And one thing that I found really helped me is to try to touch my elbows together behind my back. That really helps me squeeze my back, my entire back, my lats, and it also helped me prevent the dumbbell from hitting the bench as well. So that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.